Here we go, you're on.
Hi there, everyone. This is an impromptu test of the Jenny Broadcast Company.
JPC!
But effectively what we're doing here is we've got an all new setup for the Jenny Monday Club, and this is really just to make sure that it works. So whilst the cupboard monkey messes about, would you like to take the keyboard?
No, I wouldn't.
So whilst the cupboard monkey messes about.
How's that? Is that alright for you? Can you read it?
Yeah, I can perfectly read it. So if you would like to put on screen what everybody is seeing so I can keep an eye on things, that would be great.
Yeah, you can see that now, can't you?
Yeah, so, oh my word, we've got Combat Bunny, hi to you. So you are the first commenter on the new Jenny broadcasting system. And effectively what we've done is I've invested in an all-new computer. So hopefully, just to confirm with you, you should be seeing myself in a little box. And then the bigger box, the full screen, is We're Yard. And effectively... What you actually need to do is pass me my phone, and I will read the comments off my phone, so you don't have to make it indecipherable on the screen. The cupboard monkey is trying to make things as hard as possible.
I am not. I'm trying to make things as easy as possible. You, however, don't understand how the world works. That's your problem.
Yeah, will you shut up and let me speak?
No.
So, are you not going to get the text scrolling like transparent on the screen? You know, like what we usually do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really help me, but at least I can then keep track of what's on screen. So we're just setting up here, and it's great that you're all joining us. And in a moment, no, put it back where it was.
No, it'll go for you on and on it.
No, because it'll go down the side of me. Look, just stop messing about.
Right, okay, well, I'll get your comments on screen. You just
I can see that there's a lot of
entertain your guests.
Yeah, I am. If you shut up, I'll get to the entertain.
But hi everyone.
One thing I don't see is I don't see a light on that camera over there. Ah, is that because
that's because that one's not active at the moment?
Right. Ah, so we have like a light on a camera that's being used, and that is helpful. Gosh, it gets better and better, and I have to keep remembering not to look at the screen, but actually look at the camera. So what we've actually done is we've invested in a whole number of Logitech cameras. So you're viewing me on one.
Other cameras are available.
Yeah, they are, but they're not as good as these ones. And then the camera that's viewing the model is down here somewhere, so you can just see my hand appearing in the main screen. And then let's have a look. What have we got in the comments? We've got, wow, fantastic view, says Combat Bunny. Pass over my Coke, would you?
Where is it?
Behind you. Dave Smith says hi. Southern Train Girl says hi, Jenny. Warrington Train Spotter, good afternoon to you. Patrick Lynn, hi to you. 57305 Northern Princess, hi Jenny and Cupboard Monkey. Warrington Train Spotter, hi Zoe, how are you feeling today? Are you any better?
No.
No, she's still sick.
The pain is still here, but I am on medication.
Brian Moser says, hi Jenny, hi to you. Coddismore, I'm sure you'll get the right OBS framing eventually as you use it more. Yeah, it's just, what we're doing here is this is just a test one. You may have noticed that it's not Monday. So for anybody who's
It's not? I'm going back to bed.
So for anybody who's panicking, thinking I should be at work right now, before you disappear, Cupboard Monkey. Anyway, hey, no, you're not disappearing. I need you here as my technical monkey.
I was going to go get you a glass of Coke.
Oh, my glass is here.
Yeah.
Just I thought the Coke was a. God, you can't get the staff, can you? Right.
She won't let me leave.
Will you? Stop it. How do I now change the camera that's in the background?
Yeah. Right, you need to click on these. We haven't set up any hotkeys yet. So,
okay.
What would you like to see? Oh, guys, sorry, I just realised. Yeah, webcam mic. Right, can you hear her now? Guys, can you hear her now?
So all that right. So
Yeah.
right, basically right. So unless you could lip read, what I was actually saying is that we've got another camera over at the back. So you saw the back of Weir Yard, which is on there. Can you hear me now?
If you turn that sound up, you will be able to tell.
Oh, apparently I can check for myself now. Yeah. So essentially, what that then means is that I can show you the back of Weir Yard as well whilst trains are running, and then you also briefly saw the Fiddle Yard. So have you added the microphone into that thing as well? So let me just check. So have you added the microphone into that? So have we still got sound? I think we have. Right. So what you're seeing down there on that camera is the Fiddle Yard, which resides underneath the top end of Weir Yard. It's a complete mess in there. The god of zip ties is going to pay a visit and tidy those cables out of the way. What they are is the underside, the rat's nest of wiring underneath Weir Yard. It doesn't foul trains in the Fiddle Yard, but it is fouling the camera, so I'm going to tidy all that up. So that's why that looks nasty. There's no lights down there. I need to get some lights in. And that angle is probably as much for me as it is for you guys.
It's so you can tell what's down there, isn't it? You can see it in the stuff.
Goddess Moore says if you're using C920 stroke 940s, you're going to be better using an external microphone separate to the cameras.
Yeah, eventually we will. But this is our test.
This is basically a test of the.
Hey guys,
so we are on the case.
This is a test. What we're doing today is making sure the cameras work and the broadcast works.
Yeah.
The microphone is actually coming from the webcam there. We've got a sound mixer down here. We haven't set it up yet.
Yeah, we're having issues. The microphone that we had for that was just picking up all sorts of external noise. It wasn't a good microphone. What we actually need
is one like the broadcast one that's in my studio.
Yeah, we basically need to get another Behringer mic with the associated sound desk, which we can
what we'll actually do
we'll
is
sit it there.
Yeah, and we'll get it on a stand so you can move it around. And then what you can actually do is you can then record while you're doing your update videos from that microphone.
Do you remember when we used to work on radio? I used to take you along to my radio show.
And I would be Cracky Ducky, your aquatic sidekick.
God,
you couldn't see anyone, but it was on radio, so...
She's had Coke Zero. You can tell how excited it makes her. But no, we had the proper, like the spring-loaded thing for the microphone.
Yeah.
So what we actually need to do is get one of those, but actually have it mounted.
You want to hang it from the ceiling?
Not the ceiling.
You do.
From
you want to hang
there.
it from the ceiling on one of those wires, like a boxing announcer. And in the red corner.
Didn't they just like with that? Somebody who was up in the lighting rig would just lower the
camera
camera
down on a fishing wire.
No, it was just on the wire.
Yeah. And in the red corner, weighing in at 200 million pounds, Jenny's entire rolling stock.
So basically we've sorted out so all these little things we needed to iron out. So we've sorted out the actual like the sound disappearing when we went to different
sorry,
angles.
but it does cover. If you have Les here, no one will see him because of the chat.
But that's going to move to... Okay, put it there. People just have to look at trains passing through their comments. What
would you prefer it to be smaller?
Yeah, well, you let me say what I'm trying to say.
Go on then.
And also, I did promise, I'm always very keen to big up people who gave me the ideas in the first place. You may remember when Wardle Road came round, don't forget to go and check out Wardle Road, his YouTube channel. He did an interview with me. That was great. That's been gone out. He stayed for the Monday Club, so you remember him on that. And during the Monday Club, he had his setup and he was actually broadcasting the actual pictures of the layout running. We had some cameras dotted about and that gave me the idea for this. So a big up to Ollie of Wardle Road and a big thank you for spearheading the plan to do this. Will you stop it?
Can I go now?
You can go and get me some Coke. So, basically, this is really impromptu. I am aware that there's somebody else on YouTube, one of the big YouTubers, has actually already scheduled a live stream. I can't remember, it's either 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. And I'm a big advocate that we don't tread on each other's toes. So I don't want to overrun their live stream, because I know quite a few of you will be going and watching that anyway, and he has been trailing ahead for a few days.
Yeah, this really is just to test the broadcast. Make sure that everything works, that we've got the teething trouble out of the way, and all of that.
Leslie Gilpin says, "Wow, loud." Are we?
Oh, it can be. Yeah. Sorry, I probably am.
Says, wow. Yeah, the thing is, Zoe is a lot closer to the camera. So
actually, no, I'm looking at.
Is that? I think it's the mouse. You know.
Yeah. If I pull this down a little bit.
We're using ye olde hardware all cobbled together. The computer and the cameras are brand new. The mouse and the keyboard are not.
The keyboard is actually
it's actually a Norwegian keyboard.
It's left over from your friend who moved to America.
Yeah,
when she dumped all her old computer equipment, we're still using bits of it.
It's actually, I don't know, you probably can't see. That's a Norwegian keyboard, which is very intriguing. When it's set up, so the computer thinks it's a UK outline keyboard, but the actual keys on it are set up for a Norwegian style. I am going to be changing this because I can't be doing with that.
Yeah, I've turned down your microphone now, so you're not maxing out anymore. Yeah, you're still in the yellow, but not in the red.
SLD51, I'm sure you're talking about Samuel Turner, aka Sam's Trains. Yeah, and it's simply a case of he's been trailing that ahead for a few days, and it would be really inconsiderate of me to tread on his toes, because, you know, he's been advertising it. This was his day for the live stream, so I'm not going to tread on his toes. So any of you who are going to watch that, don't worry, I'll be long gone by then. I think it's either 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
Well, he's starting. If you're finished by 1, then it's either way.
Yeah, I'll be ending by 1. This is really just a test. So, the lighting as well is another area we're going to get on the case of. Now, the lights we've got up here, we've got 3 big LED lighting clusters. The problem is, when you turn them on, the one that's here, just out of shot, but here, is always on. I can't turn that off. And the other 2 are on switches. And unfortunately, this is super saturating me. So what I've got to do is to wire in a switch to allow me to independently switch between the 3 and basically choose which one is the main light. So I'm going to have a hunt through the man cupboard downstairs, where all of the things like spare fascia plates end up in, and we're going to see what we can do. Excuse me. So McBenman1 says, Norway! Yeah, come to Kenya, forget Norway. That's a Weebles and Bob reference. Anfield Road Layout in the Loft says, hi, Leslie Gilpin, sounds better. SLD51, nice keyboard. Yeah, it's our universally spare keyboard. There is another spare keyboard, and we sweat computer assets for decades.
Right, here's the thing. The last thing that we need to test, Jen.
Hmm?
I need you to run some trains.
Yeah, somebody just said to run a train. So, firing up the computer.
Now, this is for 2 reasons. We need to test whether the camera picks up the motion without blurring.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to check the sound levels.
So, there's a train. Let's have a look. 60, 26.
The lighting on that one is good.
Well, yeah, because it's straight underneath.
Yeah. Your problem is the lighting at the front.
What I actually need is I need to wire in another light over there, which these are all kind of spitballing at the moment, things that we need to switch up. And I want underneath the purlins, instead of these things, these are purlins, which are like the big roof beams that are supporting much of the roof. And what I've got is a series of lights underneath there, which I can turn on and off as a complete circuit.
How's that? If I move, so you're only just seeing the purlins, then you get more of the screen in.
So what I need is another one in that corner, and that will help the other camera angle. So 2701. Oops, no, wrong way. Let's have you doing a special dance. And that should be the full accompaniment. Right, so what you'll be seeing going around is A4 class Miles Beaver, which is the Hornby one. You remember this from when I did the full box opening and review. Incidentally, can people still hear me okay?
That's what I'm just
over the sounds of the trains.
I'll be downstairs, I'll check.
Yeah. Birmingham Train Spotter asks DP1 or DP2. It's DP1, it's Deltic. In the blue, this was a National Railway Museum special release, Bachmann Commission. I think we did do a full box opening and review of it, but certainly, it's kind of weird in a way. Bachmann did the production Deltic, and there's something about the production Deltic that Bachmann do that I just don't like. I have 55020 Nimbus, it's actually quite an early release of that, and there's something wrong with it. I can't quite put my finger on it, but the prototype Deltic, they have got perfect. Right, let's have a look now. So back where you are. Let's change that up, and hopefully there we go. So you can see the trains running now. This is what we always wanted to do up here, but Ollie from Wardle Road has really spanked us into life with this. So we're very, very pleased. Combat Bunny says, yes, all fine. Gary Tate, hi Jenny, you really need to try and sort out that light that's behind you. Light, right, yeah, sorry, the light. I can do that. One of the things that I need to do, it does have, let's have a look. Is that better? Basically, what it actually is it's an old work light, one of these things that you can clip on things. The clip broke a long time ago. My dad was going to throw it away because it wasn't of any value as a work light, because you couldn't clip it onto anything. I took it and repurposed it, and it's now permanently attached there, but as a work light, it has a glare guard. So I've just turned that round, and hopefully that's sorted that out. Leslie Gilpin says, I can't hear the trains which don't have sound. Actually, none of the sound is running at the moment. New Mills Mulrow says, afternoon, Jenny. Camera angles look great. Oh, cheers. McBenman 1, hi, Jenny. How does engine's wheels slip? I don't really get any slippage, to be honest. New Mills Model Railway. Oh, sorry, we read that. Game Hammer Classic Gaming. Yeah, we will sort out the mic and the lights out. They are the next jobs. Hopefully, by tomorrow, I'm going to get the lighting sorted, even if I have to go to B&Q and buy a plug and a light switch fascia. I do have a light fitting for just over there behind the purlin, which will be wired back to the main setup there. I've got a big reel of the cable to do it. What else do we need to do? I need to put a switch up on the main light fittings up there. That I can do. And I need a decent keyboard. Now, I do have a spare keyboard. Because like I say to you, I hoard computer bits. I think I've got some old ISA cards. They're the old 16-bit ISA. You young whippersnappers probably don't even remember computers full of them. I do have a PCI graphics card, a Guillemot Voodoo Banshee 16 megabyte graphics card that I kept. I remember when that was the cutting edge of graphics card. McBenman 1 says, hi Jenny, how does engine's wheels slip? Full size sleeves. They don't tend to slip too much. I don't know whether you mean like when they go around corners. Effectively, one wheel will skid ever so slightly, which is why you get additional wear on corners, and why high-speed corners tend to have a cant to them, which minimises that. Birmingham Train Spotter says, I got an Oxford Rail Northeastern wagon. Actually, I really do like the Oxford Rail wagons. I think Oxford Rail are really mixing things up a bit, and I'd really like to see the big four wagons coming up. Actually, somebody said something about the problems with coronavirus out in China, and it is something that I have heard now from 2 different manufacturers. I mean, it's from Oxford Rail and by somebody to do with Hornby as well. The problem is the workforce hasn't been able to largely get back. Travel is kind of ratcheted right down across China and Hong Kong. So anything that has already been made, that supply is not affected. So, for example, anything that was in transit in shipping containers from before the coronavirus hit, that's absolutely fine. But in terms of anything that was still in the process of being finished off, I know that some people have been asking me about the rails of Sheffield Terrier. Now, I have had word back from Rails, and they say that essentially the coronavirus outbreak, following on from the Chinese New Year shutdown, has really hampered that. So they're getting news as and when. They're expecting the next update tomorrow. If they let me know what's going on, then I will pass that along, hopefully perhaps by the live stream. But essentially, so much is up in the air, and you're going to find that as well. The Hornby release schedule will be affected too. So anything that's not yet quite been finished or made is going to push back that the actual delivery. It shouldn't affect, the Stephenson's rockets, because they're already in country or in transit. But in terms of future releases, we may well see these pushed back by a number of months. Alton Loveridge says, afternoon Jenny and all in chat. McBenman1 says, hi Jenny, did you know Zoe got trolled yesterday? I didn't know, she hasn't told me. Unfortunately, the world is full of trolls, sad little losers, who are big men when they're behind a keyboard, little keyboard warriors, big words for small men. Patrick Lynn says, has your rocket arrived yet? No, it hasn't. Now, mine is not the Triang Centenary Edition version. I believe they are the ones that have been delivered. So if you manage to get the super limited edition Triang special release of the rocket, those are being delivered. They're out there. The other versions, I'm still waiting on news for that. As far as I can tell, if some retailers have had them, that's fine. But Happens and Rails don't appear to have yet taken delivery of them. I do have one on order. It's just simply a case of waiting. The Birmingham Train Spot says, I got it on a discount. Yeah, there are some discounts available. King Fox Junction, is there no Monday Club? Yes, there is a Monday Club. This is a test of the new equipment, so you can see on your screen that it's all set up very differently, and I can now go and I can change between cameras now. So what we've got there is, again, the lighting's not very good on that one. You'll see my hand here just up there. I'm going to add another light, and that will hopefully fix this really lackluster pixely picture you see, because it's just the light is too low for the camera to pick that up really well. And I'm going to sort out some of these lights above me as well, which will sort out some of this washed out nature. But today is just a test, a proof of concept. That picture looks a lot better because it's got, I don't know whether my hand's going to, you'll just see here, there's a light just up there. And again, further over that way, there's another light above all this. So that corner that you're seeing over there is very well catered for. Yeah, Combat Bunny, absolutely right. The Jenny Monday Club will still go ahead tomorrow. This is just an impromptu extra as a test of the proof of concept, the new Jenny broadcasting system. McBenman1 says it was a guy named Expired.
Don't worry about it. Trolls are not worth thinking about because if you do, they've won. Right, it's 1:45. Shall we wrap up?
Yeah, we're going to wrap up now because I don't know whether it's 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, but I don't want to tread on the toes of Sam's Trains, and I'm sure that he would extend the same courtesy to me and to all the others. At the end of the day, he's advertised for a live stream today. I think today is his regular live stream day, so I am not going to try and siphon off audience. So all of you who were planning on going on over and watching the Sam's Trains live stream, you still can do. And I'm going to catch you all tomorrow, and hopefully we will iron out some of the little wrinkles. But we've got proof of concept. Everything does work. I'm actually really pleased with this.
And remember, everyone click that like button.
Oh yeah, that's right. Click the like button and tell everybody about the Jenny Monday Club tomorrow. We've got special guest Sam. Not Sam. Simon A.C. Martin is coming on. We'll be bringing him on actually through a Facebook audio and video.
Through the magic of the Intertron.
Yeah, through the medium of dance. And that's because he's based down in Sidcup. He actually works as an engineer for Network Rail, so he can't get the time off to travel all the way north and actually a lot further than Ollie from Wardle Road
But we
did.
can just beam him here via the magnetosphere.
There is one issue though. What it means is that we can't show you a lot of the trains running on screen when he's on screen, because OBS is only letting us have 2 camera feeds at any one time. If anybody knows a workaround for that, then we're certainly interested to hear. But until tomorrow, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock GMT on the Jenny Monday Club. You take really good care of yourself. You enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye for now.
This is the awkward bit where I try to find the stop button.
Yeah.
Bye!